Hey guys, Hooked of Blueprint here, and today we've got a base analysis video for you all. Mark, a builder at Blueprint, has built this insane base that's not only working in Legends League, but also in Mobile Open in 5v5 wars. And together, I'm actually on voice with him right now. We're going to go through 5 replays of the base. Hello, Mark, and welcome to your video.
Hello.
I'll start this first replay up here and we can kind of talk about it because you defended against Yo-Yo coming in with E-Drags. Is E-Drag something you're looking to defend a lot in this meta?
Not really, but you always pay attention that you don't give super OP E-drag bounces. And you can see like on the top side we have those 1 tile gaps between the wall and the buildings. So it's 2 tiles in total, and E-drags can't bounce that.
Yeah, you got to keep those 2 tile gaps. I remember at Town 14, people did that with those air defenses in the core of the base. So your Eagle's quite exposed there. Is that something you're okay with giving up at Town 15?
On this particular base, yes, because the plan of this base is it's like a teaser base, so the eagle side is not really good protected, but the town hall is very nicely protected. So I have a lot of defenses stacked at the town hall. Like you can see the poison towers, scatters, multis, all exposed over there. And as you can see now, the E-Drags have a pretty hard time going into all that damage.
Yeah, so it looks very easy to chain across the core here, but you're going to see these couple of poison towers, I assume, slow up the E-Drags a lot here. Double poison tower, is that what you normally run?
Yeah, I think it's most versatile. I think rage towers can be nice sometimes too, and invis towers as well, but those two are like very specific and only good in some ways.
Yeah.
And for legends, it's probably nice to have 2 poison towers to also defend against those super archer blimps.
So we're seeing Yo-Yo really struggle here. The E-Drags didn't even get the town hall. I couldn't quite believe that. Just so much damage in the core here. Do you use teaser bases a lot then? Because it's not a very common style of base in Legends League, generally speaking.
Um, I would not say a lot, but I really like the base style at Town Hall 15. Yeah, because you can stack all the damage in like one spot, and that's very nice.
Fair enough. We'll get into the next replay. So you're talking about teaser bases there. So you like because you see them occasionally in Legends, but less in War because they're kind of easy to counter all the damage. But you're not seeing that as much at Town Hall 15 then.
I mean, um, the like you can see uh, all those guys started at the far away like side from the town hall
Yeah.
to avoid the damage first. But it also doesn't work well. So um, and at town of 14, you overall had less damage in the base. So it was not worth to use like teaser bases in matches and stuff too, or in High Legend League. But with
Good
the
point.
added damage of the monolith and the spell towers, I think it's worth to use the teaser bases in matches too sometimes.
Um, Log Launcher come in here. Obviously, the Log Launcher here can get insane value with the Eagle, Multi, and Monolith, but it doesn't get the Monolith in the end. Was that something you were aware of on like these sort of bases?
We tested those entries from the top side a bit, and we've actually didn't test it with a log launcher or like you did before with Slammer, but with a blimp, and I think there are also some black mines up there. So
Yeah,
in tests, the monolith survived every time, or like most of the times. Um,
interesting.
and yeah, as you can see, the monolith will now be very good against his hogs and his entry from there.
It's kind of a weird plan. You don't really see a lot of hogs at Town Hall 15, especially. I'm not sure if I'd ever want to send hogs into a teaser. Um, he's done well to hang on to the warden this long, but I don't know. Hogs, is that something you even think about at Town Hall 15, or are you more scared of, say, hybrid?
Very base specific. I tripled the ring base with Queen Charge Hogs and ASL Mobile Open. But it's usually I go with Lalo or even Dragon Riders.
Look at all that bacon. That was hard to watch.
Yeah.
It's a nice try from Indy there. We will get into the next replay. So that's a couple of replays from Mobile Open. Let's have a look at how this base is doing in the Legends League. Okay, we just saw Queen Charge Hogs. Now we're going to see one of the best Queen Charge Lalo players in the world, Bernal, come in here. And he's actually coming from the bottom. Is this something you see much on the base?
Sometimes, especially with Queen Charge Lalo and even Queen Charge Hybrid. But Queen Charge Hybrid is not really common in Legends at the moment. I mean, Queen Charges in general are pretty hard at the moment.
So much
But
damage.
yeah, if you like can use your Yeti blimp or like your King and RC to take damage from the Queen, you be able to avoid the damage and
Um,
go through all the stuff.
that Yeti bomb there, was that like, has that been tested in the sense, because he didn't get the poison tower down on the left hand side, the scatter shot actually just protected it. Is that something you tested, that particular
I've
Yeti bomb?
seen that blimp, and I think I have a black mine over there to stop that blimp with all the damage. And as you can see, the NATO is pretty nice against that charge and
Oh,
rotates the healer
double poison.
uh, into the town hall range. And now the CC timing is very annoying. Two scatters on the queen.
Okay, that's it. You're a bad person. That was hard to watch. Oh, this guy's one of the best Queen Charge Lalo players ever in the game, and you just made him look like a complete noob. Is that something you like about Town Hall 15? That, if you set up an entry, you can actually destroy an attack, whereas at Town Hall 14, you could probably still Queen Charge through that?
Yeah, that's so nice to watch when your baits finally work. And if you like have good baits, it's almost impossible to avoid them.
Yeah.
And at Town Hall 14, you tried to bait something and it just didn't work because yeah, the meta was so easy for all those pros.
Yeah, no, Town Hall 15 is definitely different. You look at the Legends League leaderboard now, and the top 25 are almost full of just pro players. It is kind of nice like that.
And
Okay,
especially Yo-Yo is killing it at the moment.
yeah, he's got the top three at this point. That's insane. I've never seen anything like it. But he couldn't triple your base. But let's go into the next replay. Okay, so we've got probably the most common army in Legends, at least High Legends League right now. Here it is the Super Bowler Smash. Now, only 4 Super Bowlers and 1 Titan on this. Some of the time you see Yo-Yo. I think he brings 3 Super Bowlers and 2 Titans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, correct.
So obviously, if you're going to use this base in Legends League, you have to be prepared for Super Bowlers. So, is there anything in particular you've done about this base?
I mean, when I tested it, the entries I tested were not working, so I decided to use the Lava 2 Headhunter CC, like you can see in all those replays. And like you can see on this entry, it doesn't work too. But actually, over the last couple of days, I saw a few hits where Smash worked. So I would recommend to use 3 Ice Golem CC, because 3 Ice Golem CC is even better against Smash than Lava Headhunter.
Yeah, no, the 3 Ice Golem CC I think is the strongest one at the moment as well. It just like it's a ground meta really at this point, and it just does
Yeah,
so well. And I feel so bad for this guy. Look at the healers are in the middle of nowhere and off.
yeah. The E-Titan would be so important against the archers and lava, and the E-Titan walked and took the healers, so everything died.
Um, so you said a few of the Super Bowl entries worked. Out of interest, where were they on the base? If you're happy to reveal, because it's kind of interesting to talk about.
Yeah, I've the like on the top side, the charge we've seen earlier from ND
Yeah,
with the lock launcher works the most consistent, I'd say. But I'm pretty sure if you have 3 Ice Golem, that's also a defense.
yeah, no, that makes sense. But yeah, this hit just didn't go very well at all. Look at that. It is
No,
going to be a 0 star by the look of it. And it's always fun seeing those 0 stars in your defense log, but do you feel like a little guilty? Like that poor
I
guy?
mean, uh, he could, or like a little bit maybe. I mean, his E-Titan walked, but he probably walked because of those Teslas I have down there, so it's not only his fault. Yeah, and that was probably the biggest problem in this hit.
Big defense for you there. We'll get into the final replay of the video. Okay, the one army we haven't seen yet, or the one aspect of an army we haven't seen, is the Super Archer Blimp. How big a priority is defending this at the moment, particularly in Legends League?
Um, uh, that's a big priority because, like, at the moment, it looks like or like less people using it, but yeah, there was a time where a lot of people used it, and I think when people like don't think about that blimp anymore, it will be used again a lot. So always be aware of that. And I think the best way to defend it is either like have uh, bases like teasers, box, or diamond, where it's hard to get enough value with the super blimp, with the super archer blimp, or like have 2 poison towers and then have a nice nado with 2 SAMs to defend that.
Yeah. Obviously, he did get a lot of value here. Do you think that's like enough value on
I
Super Archer
mean,
Blimp in this
he
base?
the monolith, the eagle, heroes, scatters, expos are still alive, and I've seen super archer blimp on rings where people got basically everything. And he also didn't get the CC pull, if I'm correct.
He did
And
not.
that's very important too. The queen was at the bottom, and all his troops went to the top.
Yeah, this hit just fell apart. You can see the importance of like a good funnel, because all the E Titans just went to the outside of the base there, and the poor queen dealt with the hound by herself. And yeah, this hit's just gotten absolutely wrecked. Um, Thank you for sharing these replays. Also for jumping on voice, Mark. It's really cool to hear kind of like, you know, what you're testing on a base, what you're looking for, and how you defend everything. Because honestly, if you want to become a better attacker to all you guys out there, you got to understand how the best base builders think so you can kind of counter that. Of course, once you start thinking like that, they'll counter that. And it's a fun little mind game that is Clash of Clans. But yeah, thanks for jumping on today, man.
Thanks for having me.
If you guys want to go buy a base from Mark, make sure to head to the Blueprint website and just put his name in there, and he'll build you an awesome base. Now, in terms of this base, you said that you'd use it probably low to mid legends.
Yeah, that's probably the best. I think for like high legends, let's say maybe top 200 global, it's also okay, but not great. There are probably better bases in those. high
But
ranges that you can use.
but you use this base kind of up until the top 1,000, would you say?
Yeah, top 1000 for sure, and I had pretty nice defenses with it. Today or yesterday it struggled slightly, but I'm now in top 200 global. So yeah, that's probably pretty high legend, so it's okay.
So for most of you out there, you can probably use this base from low legends to high legends, just not the super high legends, because there's people out there who just crush any base. To be fair, not a lot will defend against that. But also make sure if you do copy the base, which will be in the link down below, maybe change a couple of traps. Otherwise, if you get tripled, that's on you. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much, Mark. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you soon.